the Gemara tells us how in Shabbos Daf Lamed and Beis, it says that it's always Torah. Divrei Torah should always be started off not with like laughter or jokiness or like laughing or Dvarim B'Telem.
Like
rather it should be started off instead with Simcha Mitzvah after doing mitzvah, or it should be started off with a mili b'dichusa, like a joke, a riddle to get your heart opened up with simcha, and then you can start learning the Torah. So it says Rabbi, when he was giving a shiur to the Rabbanon, he started off with a mili b'dichusa, just to open up the lave of the Chachamim. Now that after that like joke, their heart opened up. Now they sat down with fear, and then they started the Torah.
Like it says miot tzchoik in the 49 kinyanim of Torah and Avos.
Oh.
So
yeah, not like laughter.
It doesn't. A good natured laugh is okay, but not like someone who fills his mouth with like says oz yimalu tzchoik pinu. It's only then. Yeah. So the once was a guy that he would always tell jokes. Every single occasion, he always had a joke to say about it. He was a very jokey guy. Everything joke. He had so many jokes stored in his mind for everything. So he started getting famous and is well known, and he started giving actual whole shiurim. He would deliver entire shiurim of just jokes. He would list out tons of jokes. People were liking him. Lots of people came. He would list out tons of jokes. So at the beginning of each shiur, he would make sure to say a little bit of Torah, one little pshat of Parsha, a little bit of Torah, and then he would get to the joke. I guess now we're Yotze. And now for the answer.
Now we're Yotze, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now we can start. Torah Dog Parshas Toldos. Welcome to Torah Dog Parshas Toldos.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Sholom. Okay, so the answer for last week's question, Parshas Yisar, was which time of the year did Avraham Avinu die?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So the answer is in a so the person that answered it is Sava Reichman. He's the first one to send in the answer on Sunday. And he got the answer correct. It was the Gemara Rosh Hashanah Yud Amud Beis. It says Machlokes Rabbi Eliezer and Rabbi Yeshua, if the avos were either they born and they died on Tishrei, or they born and died in Nisan. So Tishrei and Nisan.
But there's another answer that could the Sefer Ches also brings from the Yalka Raveni Harshad Lech Lecha. It says in Teves. He brings from
that's a different one. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Sav Reichman, for submitting the answer.
Yeah, very good.
Okay, so now Parshas Toldos. So we know it says in Perek Chav Zayin, Pasuk Chav Zayin, when Yitzchak was giving the brachos to Yaakov, and he said, "Vayigash Yishak Loi." So he came close to him. Yaakov came close to Yitzchak, and he kissed him. V'yarchas reich v'gadav v'yivarcheu. He smelled the smell like reich v'gadav, and he blessed him. So Rashi says it was an apple field, a Gan Eden. He smelled the smell of Gan Eden, which is the smell of an apple field. Sada shel tapuchen.
And Gemara
Tainus, yes, yeah. So we have a minog in Klal Yisrael. There's a minog to have apple and honey on Rosh Hashanah night, right? When it's Simonim. That's from the Shulchan Aruch, Hilchos Rosh Hashanah, Tav Kov Pei Gimel. Says the Rama brings from the Torah, we're noig to dip the apple in the honey on Rosh Hashanah. So the Gra says in that, the reason is because of this parsha. It says Kireach Hasodah. Like the smell was Kireach Hasodah, like the smell of the field. So the Gra says the Targum is the Targum of that is we translate it as Chakal Tapuchim. So therefore, and that happened on Rosh Hashanah. We know because it says Kiyudua that it happened on Rosh Hashanah. No, that happened on Rosh Hashanah. and therefore it happened to Rosh Hashanah and it smelled like apples. So that's the reason that's the source of the minhag. So yes, it happened to Rosh Hashanah. Like even, although most midrashim, even Rashi says this, that why are the 2 goats? One was just to fill them up, so to eat, and the other goat was for the Korban Pesach because it's really the night of Pesach. Oh, yeah. So it was really the night of Pesach. Most midrashim go with that Tag Yonason. Even Pirkei Rabbi Eliezer goes like that. And then in Parak Lamed Beis. And the Radel points out in Siman Lamed Hey over there that the beer I grow over here doesn't go like that, and so doesn't the Zohar, Parshas Emor.
Yes.
Okay.
So, as we know, Rashi was talking Shnei Umim Bevitnech. So, as we know, Rashi said Antoninos and Rabbi. That's Antonis and Rabbi. So, yeah. So the Yalkut Revaini.
Yes, that came out of Yaakov Esav.
Yes. So you said before, Yalkut Revaini says that Antoninus was a Gilgal of Esav, and Yaakov was, and Rabbi Kadosh was a Gilgal of Yaakov.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So how did this? What exactly is the story of Antoninus and Rabbi?
Yeah.
So now we could go back. We could go to the Tosfos in Maseches Avodah Zarah, Daf Yod Amud Beis. That says when Rabbi was born, Rabbi was born the day Rabbi Akiva died. I believe it says. The Malchus made a Gezerah. No one is allowed to give a milah. So the Kesar heard that Rabbi was given a milah. So he ordered that the mother and the baby should come. So then their neighbor, which was a Goyish neighbor actually, she wasn't Jewish, switched her baby for Rabbi and nursed him until after they came back.
Oh.
So when they saw there's no milah, they left him in peace and they went out.
Yeah.
So then there's an officer there that said I even saw with my own eyes that you gave him milah. I saw that you gave him a milah. But rather, Kadosh Baruch Hu does nisim at all times, and he's mivad the gezerah. I'm also saying Yerushalmi, the end that Antoninos learned Torah, and he was actually misgar, and he gave a milah to himself.
Misgar. Wow. So
yeah.
that little baby was actually Antoninos?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
that's a story.
And that schar, he grew up to be a great person, the emperor. So.
Oh wow.
So there's in the Gemara Shabbos, it says, so there's a couple, throughout Shas we find some places that Rabbi Shua ben the Kesar at the time of Rabbi Shua ben Chananel liked him, so and he usually had discussions with him. So one time he asked him, why is it that, it also says this in the Medrash says the difference that Rabbi Eliezer HaGadol, also called Rabbi Eliezer ben Hyrcanus, wrote. He wrote this Medrash. He also wrote Archas Chaim, also called Svavis Rabbi Eliezer HaGadol, also Pirkei the Rabbi Eliezer, his famous sefer. So anyway, he asked, why does the Shabbos food have a much tastier smell? Like, why does it smell much better than weekday? The food a weekday. Yeah. So he said this special psalm he asked him what is the psalm? So he said it's a psalm of Shabbos, someone who keeps the Shabbos and works for him, someone who doesn't. It doesn't work for him.
Ah, so that's why the chulent always tastes better on Shabbos.
Yeah. So
I don't see in the spice cabinet. I don't see any Shabbos spice, so I guess you just need to keep Shabbos and then you get it.
Yeah. like we soon see in the story of Antoninos, that Rabbi used to serve Antoninos he was a close friend of Antoninos, and he served him some food on Shabbos. Even though the food was hot, even though the food was cold, it was room temperature, it still tasted excellent.
Oh wow.
And then he served it on chol, and it tasted bad. He wasn't used to that, Antoninos. So he said, why is it that of Shabbos it tastes better? So he said, it's a special psalm that you don't have. So he said, what is it that the cabinet of the king doesn't have? So he said, it's a psalm of Shabbos.
Oh.
It's a very similar story.
That's what they're missing. Wow.
There's also a lot of other news, obviously.
Yeah, different conversations they had.
Yeah, he's a very close friend.
Yeah. So also about like when he brought the food, when Yaakov brought the food to Yitzchak, when it says he brought wine, he brought with him wine together. So we know he brought them the bread, the goats. Who said why did he bring wine? Where did he get the wine from?
The man
Rivka never prepared it. So actually that's the Canaan, yes. He says Michael came and brought down from Gan Eden, he brought some wine.
That he smelled Gan Eden also. Makes sense.
Yeah, yes. So that he could have the Arba Kosos, because that was on Pesach, so that he could fulfill the obligation of Arba Kosos, he brought some wine for him. Oh. And also about that, also the Shem Yishmuel says, it says Vayarachas Reach V'Gadav Vayrocheu. When he smelled the smell of his clothing, he blessed him. So why did he bless him about the smell? So because the reason is, it says by Parashat Bereshis, Parak Gimel, when it says about the Eitz Hadas, Chava took from the Eitz Hadas, but Terah Isha, it says all the 5 senses, it says by the Eitz Hadas. All the 5 senses, except for one, except for smell. It says Vatera Isha, the woman saw, Chava saw it, that is a sense of sight. Vatikach Mipuryo, then she took from its fruit, that's the feel, touch. Vatoichal, then she ate, that's taste. But then Vayishmu, after in Pasuk Ches, it says, when they heard the call of Hashem going in, the voice of Hashem going in the Gan. So all those senses got worse. They got ruined from the Chet of the Eitz Hadas.
Also,
except for one.
The sense of speaking was the Targum of Ruach de Malala is Ruach Nashama.
Yeah.
It's the Ruach, like speaking.
Yeah. But except for one, the one sense that didn't get ruined by the Chet of the Eitz Hadas is Reach. So because of that, Esav has Achiza. Esav could easily overpower all the other senses, but except for Yaakov was blessed because of the Reach, so Esav has no Achiza on it. There's no power on it. Yeah. That's a shame, Mishmuel. So what's the question of the week now?
Oh yeah, the question of the week. So as we know, the Pasuk says, "Vayimalu Yameha Loledes Yitzchak." I mean, Rivka's days were filled to give birth. So, the question: when was Yaakov and Esav born? Which month?
Which month of the year?
Which month of the year? Yeah.
Okay, good question. Okay, thank you for watching. Whoever answers the question of the week will be mentioned in the next week's Torah Talk. Thank you for watching Torah Talk Parshas Toldos.
Bye.
Okay.